Hello, Fly Divas and everyone else. It's been a minute. I don't even know where to begin. It has been minutes since I've uploaded a video. What has been going on with everyone? I am currently on a 4-day trip. I get home tomorrow, then I'll leave again for 2 more days. So it's technically 6 days that I've been working. All of my July is like booked. Like I'm flying a ridiculous amount of hours, but I am not mad at all. My daughter will be 16 and we plan on going on a trip at the end of July. So for the first 3 weeks of July, I'm like working. But what's been new? Let's see. So we're back hiring. We've been hiring for a minute, but I think now, if I'm not mistaken, when you apply, you have the option of either doing a virtual interview where they, text you some questions and you answer them, and then they invite you to do a virtual interview, or you can go in person now to in person. I lost a stone. I just got out of the pool with my crew. You could do the virtual interview, and I think that process is they text you some questions, you answer them, and then from there they invite you to do a virtual interview. In the virtual interview, you're recording your answers, and then from there they select you or they don't. And now you have the option to go in person and do the group interviews again, because there was a ground crew personnel at one of my overnights, and one of my turns, that told me that he was going to Salt Lake for one of the interviews. So they're doing in person as well, so you have the option now. So I'm sure it's going to be the same thing. He asked me, what do I wear? I'm like, dress professionally, wear your suit, your tie, your dress shirt and your shoes and a belt. For women, you want to dress professionally in a business suit, pantsuit, skirt suit, or what have you. Your power suit, or wear the power colors, which are, gray, black, blue, navy, brown. But although I have heard that there are people who've worn, slacks or a blazer and with a green jacket or something like that and have gotten hired, but it's all about who is the recruiter that day and what they're looking for. So just because it happened to someone else doesn't mean that it's going to happen to you. So just always want to, be cautionary when it comes to your attire. Just make sure it's business professional and what looks good on you and what you feel comfortable in. Let's see, training is still half virtual, half in person. Most of the anything that needs to be hands-on is done in the hangar and is split up in groups and pods, they call them. And then everything else that can be taught, like without hands-on, is done virtually in your hotel room. You still are acting like you're in class, and you still have to dress up in your training attire, and you learn that way. Let's see, after training, people are waiting for their IOEs, which is the initial operating experience. That is you putting everything that you learned in training actually to the test in the air, working actual flights. And while you're being scheduled for that IOE, it's my recommendation, that you read over your EFAD, read your IOM, navigate your EFAD, try to find out where everything is at, where you can locate certain things. Just start clicking menus and just say, okay, this is here, so I can find this, so I can find that. Because a lot of people want to revert to Facebook and they want to ask questions. How can I do this? Where is this? where does it say, is this legal? Can I do this? And it's good to always get that feedback from people, and people can be able to tell you the answer, but you always want to know where you can find the answer. Like, I could tell you anything and you don't know if it's true or not because you didn't go look for it yourself. So it's good that people can help you, but also you want to know where to go find that information at so you can see it for yourself. I always say you cannot argue policy. So someone comes and tells you, well, you're not supposed to do that, you can't wear that, we're not supposed to do that. Where does it say that? I can't. Show me. But if you know your policy, then no one can tell you anything, right? So, what else? We have a lot of cabin seat agreements, or we can just get on different airlines to get home if you're commuting, right? I may say, or people may say, jump seat on this. But we're not technically meaning that you are on a jump seat, that you are actually in a flight attendant jump seat. Like, we cannot jump seat on United Airlines or Delta Airlines or American Airlines. But we have cabin seat agreements where we can fly on their airlines to get to and from work or travel or wherever you're going. And we may say jump seat, but we're not actually in a jump seat. We're actually in an empty seat in the cabin, but we're just saying jump seat. So I need you to know that you just can't go get on anybody's jump seat. We can only actually sit on our own aircraft, our own metal jump seat of who we work for, and that's it. No other airline. And we have like 18 or 19 agreements that we have. And I say, if you're trying to travel, if you're commuting, if you're stuck in an airport, you need to know who we can and cannot fly on, and how to list and where to list to get on those aircrafts, because every day someone is posting, how do I list on this, how do I do this, how do I do that? But if you just go read your manual, and you would know how. I save it to my phone, because if I'm stuck somewhere and I'm trying to get somewhere, I don't have time to be waiting on anybody to respond to me. It's saved to my phone, and I know who we can get on. So that's what I recommend. While you're waiting on your IOE, is to go through your ePad and just start flipping through tabs and learning where everything is, and figuring out how to navigate your ePad to find out things for yourself, right? Let's see, what else has been happening with me? Let's see, my daughter is about to be 16 and next month. My son is in Buenos Aires. He is still playing basketball. Hopefully he'll be back soon. And if I'm slurring my speech, I apologize. It's the Invisalign. And what else? Oh, I went back to school. So I have a degree already in broadcast communications. I have a certificate in health and fitness, and now I am working on going to nursing school. So what's going to happen is I have my associate's degree in broadcast communications, and I'm only 12 hours shy of my bachelor's degree in communications. So the courses that I need to take while I'm working on transitioning to nursing school, I'll end up with my bachelor's degree at the same time. But I decided to go to nursing school, and it's something that I wanted to do, but I never really took serious because I just didn't. And the reason why I decided to do that is because I started thinking about my life after flying. Like, what am I going to do? I always said I wanted to retire doing this, but let's be real. I'm about to be real. if I stay with a company that I am now, which is a regional airline, when I retire, I won't be able to retire. I'm still going to have to work because I won't be able to afford it. And I don't have any intentions on wanting to go to a mainline because I don't want to go through training again. And yes, it pays more money, but I don't want to do this forever till I die. I don't think physically, to be honest, that I will be able to do this till I die. So what can I do in the meantime? I'm not a 9 to 5 sitting behind a desk type of person. I get bored easily. So I figure I'll say, you know what? You can retire from SkyWest in 7 years and have your benefits with them. And then what are you going to do? Because you're not going to be able to sit at home and chill. You're going to still have to work. So I figure, well, maybe I'll just get my degree in nursing, and that way I can have my flight benefits, and then I can maybe work per diem 3-4 days a week and be off the rest of the days, because you're always going to need nursing. So yeah, so on the 17th of this month is actually my first day of class, and I have to take anatomy and physiology over again, and I'm going to die. But I don't have to take any math over. I do have to take chemistry though, so I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with chemistry, but that is what's new with me. I'm still a part of the mentor program that's part of not SkyWest, not part of the airline program, but we have Facebook groups that people join, and they ask, you know, you to be mentors. But what I don't like about that Facebook thing is, like, it sends messages through your messenger like every other day. It's nerve-wracking, and you don't know if the person is sending the message or not. And so it's like, just call me, because this little messenger thing I don't get. So I don't mind talking to people, giving them advice or suggestions, and it's just my opinion. I'm only 3 years in, so I consider myself a little peon too. But anything that I can do to help, I don't mind at all. I love my company. I love my job. I don't have any regrets whatsoever about the decision that I made for me. It is what it is. But now I'm taking the steps to see what my next step is going to be. What am I going to do next? How am I going to survive? What legacy am I going to leave? What am I going to have to leave to my kids when my son starts having children, my grandkids, or what have you? So that is what, you know, I've been thinking about lately. So that's where I'm at mentally. But work is work, and when I tell you people are flying, they are flying. It is super, super, super busy. I mean, flights are full, 100% capacity. TSA, security checkpoints, those lines are super, super, super long. I mean, they ain't playing. People are like, I'm tired. I've been in the house for a year. I'm about to go. And I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at all. So it is a really exciting time right now. And oh, someone asked me, why are we always hiring? And it's, I mean, my personal honest opinion is that we just have a high turnover, and we have a high turnover for many reasons. We have a high turnover because people go mainline, they leave. People realize, you know, it's not what they thought it was going to be. They can't handle the income. They miss their family and friends, or, you know, they get fired. So we're always hiring to recoup, you know, those flight attendants that we do lose, because certain people, you know, you're going to go to class, and in the year after you graduate, half those people you went to class with are not going to be there anymore. So it is what it is. So it's either a job for you or it's not. So anyway, that's my little rant, my little 15-minute, you know, spiel of the day, just saying hi and keeping up with everyone and letting you know what's going on in the industry with me and with us. And so if you decide to join our team, I can't wait to work with you and see you in the friendly skies. And take care, guys. Bye.